So I thought that I might talk a little bit about the sun and talk about like what the effects, how important the sun is and what the effects the sun has on us as a people that we see every day and we witness and observe every day. You know, also I'm gonna go into, the pineal gland and the correlation between the two, the sun and the pineal gland, because they go hand in hand. Now, the sun, let's just take for what we think we know about the sun. What we think we know about the sun is it's bright and it gives us warmth and it gives us life. It's the main sustainer of life that we have, period. Without the sun, nothing's moving. Nothing. Just to break it down real simple. We eat the sun. We take the sun in different forms. We take the sun, we digest the sun when we eat fruits and vegetables, because plants is nothing but manifestations of the sun in the physical, because the sun, nurtures the mother, the earth, and produces life, plants. So fruits and vegetables is nothing but edible sun, organic things. This is why the vegan practice is what it is, because you're just digesting the sun. We intake the sun's rays through our eyes by the sun touching our iris, and we digest the sun and process light. It's just nothing but a process of light. Our skin can also absorb the sun. Some of us, not all, but some of us can also absorb the sun. Our skin is just like solar panels, you know what I'm saying? The melanin in the skin is what causes it to be brownish, is what can absorb the sun as well. So your skin is just a big solar panel, okay, with things that we know, that we think we know about the sun. Now, we'll go into that a little later about if the sun really is bright and if the sun really is warm, because I don't think neither is true, but that's advanced and we'll go into that later. But as far as the correlation between the sun and the pineal gland, you see, your pineal gland is like your antenna. You see, so everybody's pineal gland is on a different frequency or a different station. Some of them is on the same station. That's why you get similar people that hang out and do similar things. It's your antenna. About the pineal gland, and making it the analogy of it being a station or an antenna is just like some people's pineal gland or antenna is just stuck on channel 2. So let's just say your pineal gland is like your cable box. You on channel 2, you waking up, you watching KTVU in the mornings, you know what I'm saying, and that's all you really watching is channel 2, because that's all you can see on your channel. Remember, but it's a cable box. You have hundreds of channels, but yours is just on channel 2. Dude next to you, he might be on channel 5. He watching CBS or something. He channel 5, you know what I'm saying? And that's why different people can see different things. It's not like these things don't exist. They're just on different channels. Hence the word channeling. Channels. There's just different channels to this shit. So some people's pineal gland or antenna can surf the channels. You can channel surf. You can go through channel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, HBO, VH1. You can watch all this. Same thing. Now, the sun and the pineal gland have direct correlation to each other. When the sun's active, CMEs, gamma ray bursts, whatever. Now you got to remember, the sun is not just a ball of fire that's in space. That's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's emitting different spectrums of light. You know what I'm saying? So UV, ultraviolet, that's a light. The visible spectrum of light is the smallest spectrum of light, and that's what we see. So the things that we see every day is just a sliver of the light that gets emitted from the sun. You dig? Okay? So, back to the correlation of the sun and the pineal. When the sun is active and causes effects on earth, it affects us as well, period. And we see this every day. Have you ever been in traffic? And it's happening more than ever, and I see this every day. Have you ever been in traffic and someone did something so stupid to where they damn near killed themselves first of all, and damn near killed you? See what I'm saying? And you look at them and they look like they're just in zombie land, like they don't really understand. Yes, a lot of this activity happens more often when we have solar flares. It's affecting people's antenna. It's affecting it. When you see people just zoned out on some other, like you could tell they're gone. I've noticed that as the solar flare or solar activity increases, this behavior increases as well. These are just things that I noticed. Like I said, different people's pineal gland are on different channels, so we experience different things, but we all experience side effects. For example, when my phone is tripping, like super, like not doing none of the functions, stuck, black screen, can't move it, out of pocket. When this happens, it's normally because we've just had some type of massive solar ejection. 9 times out of 10, I'm just putting the patterns together. So this may not happen for you, or it may not happen for the chick sitting next to you. It may not happen like that because we have different antennae. So me holding my cell phone and the solar flare doing what it's doing, it's affecting my phone. So, but it does happen. What I'm saying, the only reason why I'm bringing all this to the forefront is because the more we talk about this amongst ourselves, the more we can understand it's not some isolated shit to where niggas is tripping, niggas is high, which I am high, but that's not the point. You know what I'm saying? But we need to talk about these things, you know what I mean? So back to the correlation between the sun and the pineal, your antenna. The DNA in your body is activated and is mutated by the light you intake. So it is good to be in the sun. It's good to get a tan. Yeah, for those who need tans, it's good to get a tan. You know what I mean? It's good to eat vegetables and fruit and all that shit. It's good. That's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Staying away from things that are not sun-based or sun-made. You know what I'm saying? Some animals, see, the cow in its purest form eats a certain type of wheat. You see what I'm saying? Which is derived from the sun. So a cow in its purest form is ingesting the sun and its milk. You feel me? And the food that it could give you should be healthy if you were dealing with natural cows. But we're not dealing with natural cows. I'm going off on a tangent, but it's still based around the sun. See, the sun is the most important thing that we have. You feel me? It's the Father. It's Ra. That's what it is. Yes, this is what it is. So, the sun, is it bright? I'm going to pose a question. Now we finna do homework. Think about it. If the sun was bright, if it was truly a ball of fire, why is space dark? Think about that. You know what I'm saying? And once you start thinking about that, it's going to open a whole nother can of worms. You know what I mean? And if the sun is so-called, most people think the sun is a ball of fire sitting in space. And if it was, right? If the sun was a ball of fire, why is space so cold? Why, when you leave the earth, like on a plane or something, the higher you get to space, the colder it gets? Shouldn't it be the hotter it gets because you're going towards the sun or closer out where the sun is? No. So you have to really wrap your mind around the fact that the things that you may have been taught is not necessarily what it is. So now that we're all adults and we all can think for ourselves, let's start doing that.